a fancier move, right? But it's not something that I would think is too crazy. Like I don't.
This is like watching sports highlights, but we don't get to watch the highlights. We talk about it the whole fucking time.
All right, ready?
It's like let us watch it first.
Having watched the video,
here's the video.
So actually, before.
All right, let me tell you a little story that you are gonna love. 4 years ago, there's a guy named Jack Greene. He's a white belt, and he's sparring at a jiu-jitsu gym with a guy who's a second-degree black, right?
Oh, I saw this.
No way, it's not.
When they're rolling, the dude suffers a spinal cord injury that leaves him paraplegic.
Why would I love this, dude?
This was 4 years ago.
Nick likes these stories.
This week.
Did they ask him why he was so weak?
No, they didn't ask him why it was so weak. So this week, the San Diego jury finally concluded the civil suit, and they awarded him more than $46 million in damages.
46?
He has since like recovered,
So
partially, yeah.
Like he's like TJ.
Who pays for that?
Paralyzed anymore.
I don't know. I don't know any jiu-jitsu gym that got that kind of money.
No, there is none.
I don't even know if Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, the whole HQ, has that kind of money.
Yeah, like
How does that number even? I get that he's going through something that's.
I'll tell you how it breaks down. So basically, it's $638,000 for loss of past and future earnings. 1.3
What was he, a
million.
fucking rocket scientist?
He was.
That's his lifetime earnings.
it's like yeah, rocket
He was
scientist.
a surfing instructor.
So that's fucking like $17 an hour.
dude, it's a sales business though. You could really pump those numbers.
So
You'd probably doing at least $100.
1.3 million for past medical expenses, 8.5 million for future medical, 11 million for past pain and suffering, 25 million for future pain and suffering. So
I saw the video of it, and this is
I'm gonna show you the
this is a video that all the jiu-jitsu authorities in the space really look down upon, because like when you're a black belt, not only are you an instructor, but you're kind of like a nurturer of the environment and of the sport. And the move that he pulled on him, it's almost like kind of like bully, like, oh, look what I can do. You know, it's almost like LeBron James dunking on like a 3-year-old. And then so
Even a 30-year-old's the same way.
people were saying that it's kind of a regular move, but it was a freak.
I don't know, man. It was one of those moves where I just felt like.
Oh, McDojo live.
But you gotta take
shout out Rob.
But you gotta take care of them, you know? Like
Yeah,
when I
no, for
grapple
sure.
with black belts, you can feel them going, I'm getting very close to killing you, but you feel so safe. Versus if I grapple with a blue belt or a purple belt, they're really trying their hardest because they know that if they don't, they might lose. But a black belt should be at a level where it usually feels the safest grappling with the black belt.
But then again, I'll say this: not all black belts are created equal, and neither are some white belts too. So some white belts, they're just kind
You
of.
could be a fucking dick, huh?
Well, they're just kind of like crazy. They're kind of
Fuck
like
that
spazzy.
fool.
You're gonna get hurt rolling with a white belt.
I'm
than
happy he's
if you
paralyzed,
are-
actually.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Well, I got your back.
No, yeah, thanks for
This
having me.
dude who the black belt guy apparently has a really good reputation though for like being.
And honestly, seeing the move, like, yeah, it is like a kind of a fancier move,
Right.
but it's not something that I would think is too crazy. Like, I don't.
this is like watching sports highlights, but we don't get to watch the highlights. We talk about it the whole fucking time.
All right, ready?
It's like, let us watch it first.
Having watched the video,
Here's a video.
So actually, before,
Wait, you being serious? Oh.
so he tries to roll over his shoulder. He's trying to take his back, and he rolls over that shoulder.
Right there, right?
But on
And
his
then-
neck. And then done.
Is that a normal thing?
So he tries to go off to the side, and then the white belt kind of, I don't know. I think he just got stuck. So
So he didn't know where his body was fully.
Oh, there's the neck part.
Oh.
But
So then his body
then-
got snapped with his head stuck on the
he
mat.
was trying to seatbelt him, right? So he's grabbing his shoulders like this.
yeah.
Just put me a seatbelt, Bart.
What's his seat? Is this
You know what a seatbelt is,
Is it
dude. Yeah, he's grabbing this, and then he's trying to throw his legs over on this side, so I do like a forward roll on the shoulder, and he takes my back.
Oh, my leg.
Yeah, dude. Okay, dude.
now Nick gets paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm dead, dude.
Hey, 46 mil, baby.
So here's the video of the guy that this is the dude that the black belt guy. Here's his like quote about it.
He needs to speak louder.
This move, I was doing what I still do every single day on the mats. It's just that day turned a terrible outcome and a very sad story. I wanted to put out there that this wasn't my intention. It wasn't my a reckless move from my behalf. I was just doing what I still do every single day, and this was a freak accident.
That
This
sucks.
is a reminder for everyone.
What do you think of that?
What was the reminder?
I think that's spot on. But also too, like people forget, like this is injuries are gonna happen. They can happen. Obviously not as catastrophic as this all the time, but you're still fucking throwing your bones at people.
I
You're
think
still,
his
like,
reputation matters a lot. So if everyone goes like he's a very dope dude and this is freak accident it is, but then if he's also like a fucking Dylan Dennis, like like everyone hates his ass and he's a dumbass,
Dude,
then maybe.
There's some notorious jiu-jitsu guys who are world champions at the highest stage who have schools where their videos on social media of them marketing their gym is them slamming people on their fucking head, like spiking people. Yeah, dude. So it's
So
like
rock and roll music and shit.
Kind of good marketing, huh?
kind of metal, bro. Kind of
Before the video came out, people were saying they expected to see like some kind of a spike.
Me too.
But then
I did too.
Yeah.
On the other side, and this is actually legit, like victim blaming is legit in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
White belts don't know how to fall either.
Yeah.
So, me and Gio, when we first started doing jiu-jitsu, I actually
That's
broke her
huge.
toe. And it's because she doesn't know how to like tuck her feet. Like like let's say if I were to slam Nick, he would know, oh, she'll tuck my shoulder and then I'll just take it into the mat. Other people that just start, they'll post up and then pop their fucking elbow out or break her because your white belts are just dumb. You don't know how to fall or like how to take something.
Right.
So
Is that a result of bad teaching?
no, it's just white belts are dumb.
White belts are dumb. That's it. They're just dumb.
But yes and no. It's both. It's definitely like you could teach a lot of the times too in classes. The warm up is you doing all these fundamental movement patterns, so you know how to roll, you know how to break fall, you know how to fall properly.
But if it's your first lesson,
100%. But there are people who go every day and do all the warm ups and continue, and the warm ups are the same every single day for months on end, and they still don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? Well, because it's like they still can't apply it for some reason, or they just maybe there is like a gap that needs to be filled.
It's like people dancing with two left feet, right? You're like, what the fuck? I just don't get it. It's just in this, there's physical consequences if you fuck
And
up.
sometimes it just takes longer. Like it might, you're supposed to get this in a month. It might take you 4 months, depending on who you're dealing
I
with.
think it's just because white belts are dumb.
White belts
They
are
are.
fucking.
I mean, I'm a white belt too, so I'm dumb too. So like when I grapple,
You're a champion, though.
when I grapple
Yeah, low-key.
with like,
I gave myself a stripe.
That's sick. You bought some electrician's tape and did it?
Yep.
Good job.
like when I grapple with other white belts, the type of injuries that happen is fucking insane. Like
They're silly.
There's fucking shins to the face. Some guy cracks his neck for no reason. It's not graceful at all because no one understands how to move or be athletic yet. Versus watching like the colored belts, they're like no one's getting hurt and they're getting a lot of good training in. It's just because white belts are dumb too. That's part of it.
It is a challenge training white belts. Like it is a challenge because you have to understand how to contextualize like what the end goal is to them in each position.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. It's a hard thing to do, but you have to really sit down and explain it to them, like spell it out. You can't assume that they understand anything.
Does that look like a freak accident to you?
Yeah. That look like a freak.
That's
As a purple belt, it looks like he shouldn't have made that move.
Which guy? The guy on top or bottom?
Both of them. You got to do your forms first.
You got to do your form.
How come there's no jujitsu forms? If they only had jujitsu forms,
You know why? Because you look stupid. You're like,
yeah.
That's a great question.
yeah,
Dude, you look stupid rolling around on the ground, dude. You look sick doing forms. To music?
You look like a breakdancer.
wait till I grab that chain, Steve.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
dude.
there's like
We'll see.
there's some comments on here from like different lawyers and like injury lawyers, and they're kind of breaking down how like just because you were awarded $46 million doesn't mean you're gonna get it. A lot of the time when you're awarded money for a personal injury, if there's no way that the person can pay you, you just will never receive it. And in this case, they're like, oh, but insurance is gonna pay for it. But they're like, there's no way any dojo or gym has that much money in insurance. Like they were like,
I don't even think LA Fitness got 46 million, dude.
max they would have like maybe a mil. Yeah.
A million comprehensive, like something, yeah.
Yeah, they would maybe have a
You
mil.
have to liquidate all the equipment in LA Fitness. And even then you wouldn't get that.
$1.2 million.
Yeah, and they're saying that like
Yeah, right out the
there's-
parking lot.
It's very normal for you to never get the money that, especially when they can't enforce. Like, let's say someone actually has that money, the court also can't force them to always pay you on time either. Like they could just not pay you.
Can it go to collections? So for the rest of this life, this jujitsu instructor is gonna be paying this guy all his money.
Dude, in collections, the guy calls. He's like, "You got the 46 million yet?" No. Oh, what's going on? You don't have a job.
43 years later, it's just like, hey, you got the 45 million.
Plus, I don't think
Yeah,
insurance
exactly.
would even cover it because if it's based on some kind of negligence, that it kind of eliminates the insurance responsibility.
And then
You know, like waivers.
Yeah, don't they got waivers though? You usually sign a waiver like
But
if they
yeah.
snap my neck, it's my fault.
was it a personal sue or?
It doesn't matter because even if you sign a waiver, if it's over negligence, then like you can't. The waiver doesn't matter. Kind of like with my studio, I have a waiver as well. But if I built something really shitty and it broke and someone fell, it wouldn't matter. Like it'd be my fault. Yeah.
I see.
Is he
Would that
getting
be,
sued
that's not
personally?
negligence though, is it?
I don't know. That's the thing. The court ruled in favor of the
Yeah.
of the plaintiff.
If I was using your studio and I was like carrying a big jug of apple juice, but I was on roller skates and I tripped and fall, is that on you?
If you tripped and fell because of a design I made on the ground, it would be on me. Yeah.
What about if I was? What if I was OnlyFans man, and I was doing an anal scene with a dildo, and then I got pre-cum all over the floor and I slipped and fell,
Right.
hit my head on one of your fucking awesome desks with phones all over it.
But the pre-cum was on a design flaw that he had in the floor.
Exactly. And that's the thing.
He had the linoleum slippy slip.
Your Honor, it's not about the pre-cum. It's about the design that this.
If he had a furry rug, it would be traction. But you had a slippy slip linoleum.
What kind of dildo was it?
A throbbing hard black one.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be the failure of something that I'd made would have to be the cause. That's the only thing.
Not the pre-cum. The pre-cum.
Not the pre-cum. Yeah. Doesn't matter how. It doesn't
It's
matter
secondary.
how good. Doesn't matter how good it tastes. Basically.
All right, check this out. You have that phone room, right?
Yeah.
All right, I use the phone, shove it up my butthole. All right. I didn't enema, so a little bit of cockroach juice comes out. I slip and fall, and then I fall, break my fucking.
Why don't you
back
just
of the
wear
head.
shoes? It doesn't matter where you put it in the butt. You want
Hey, why don't you stop shoving everything?
Naked.
Why don't you stop shoving everything up your ass?
Lay a tarp down.
Why don't you just
I'm
wear shoes? It doesn't
naked.
matter what you put up your butt.
I don't think you're allowed to put anything up your ass that is.
I'm using your product.
Why does your studio have so many things you shove up your ass?
One more scenario. One more Joe scenario.
He has a scooter.
Yeah.
I back my ass up into his handlebar.
no enema?
No enema. Cocker falls all out. I slip and fall, hit my head at the back of the fucking floor.
And then poop
I
comes
sue
everywhere.
You. I sue you.
For what? For gross negligence?
You're 25 million worth. 23 million. I don't want to. I want you to come back.